Welcome to this tutorial on making your two-color sticker or multiple color sticker. I'm going to start off with my graphic. Now I've done some searching here. I found this which will work as a nice sticker graphic. It's 800 by 800 pixels, which should work. So I'm just going to right click and copy this. Now I have a 13 by 13 inch Illustrator file. I'm just going to paste that graphic in here. I'm just going to select V for my selection tool and then move him off on the side here, and we can see it's actually PNG that has some transparent parts. First thing we want to do is trace this graphic. So we select it, we open up our image trace menu by going to Window Image Trace, and then we start at the top where it says Preset Default. Your menu should look like this when you start off. I'm going to select a 3-color preset, and wow, that traced fast. I'm going to drag this down to 2 colors, and that looks good. Now after we trace, we always expand. So I'll just click OK. And now I'm going to edit this. I don't need all of this white, so I'll use the direct selection tool, shortcut A. Just grab the parts that I don't need and delete those. All this stuff at the bottom I don't need, so I'll just delete that. Now what I want to do is separate the white parts from the black. So I'll just grab one of the white parts, and then I'm going to go to Select Same Fill Color, and that will grab all of the same white parts, and just move that aside. Now everything is still grouped. If I use my normal selection tool, you can see it's grouped. So what I want to do is ungroup this. So I go to Object, Ungroup. Just have to click on that a few times till it's grayed out. And now it's all ungrouped. And so now each piece is separate, but I want to group my like colors. So all the white, I'm going to select and regroup that, and all the black, I'm going to select and then regroup that. So that way none of the parts will become bumped out of position, and everything is good. Now the black layer, we don't want to have all these transparent parts in the black layer, because it's virtually impossible to place your actual sticker precisely in position, so you'll wind up with gaps in between the two colors. So what I want to do with my background layer is just make it into a solid piece with no transparent parts, no holes. So the way I can do that is just select some of these inside anchor points and just double tap on delete, and that will get rid of those. Okay, so I'm trying to create a silhouette. I just need the outermost shape. Now you might think I'm done here, but actually if I select this, you can see there are some shapes still there. Now we could continue going with my direct selection, grab the shapes and delete them. But an easier way is actually just to select the overlapping shapes and then go to your Pathfinder menu, which is right here, and click on Unite, and that will just merge all the shapes that you've selected. So now I have my background black layer, and if I grab my white layer and put it on top, you can see it'll be okay if when I'm placing my layers together, if something is slightly off center, it'll still look okay. What appear to be black lines here are actually just transparent parts in my white layer, revealing the black below. So that's what you need to do. Now the last step here is to size my graphics. So make sure if you have multiple layers, just select them all and size them together. So I'm going to use my Properties menu, and you can see here I'm in inches. You might not be. So if you're not, if you're in points or some other unit that you don't know, you can bring your ruler up by pressing Command R, and then right click on your ruler and select the unit that you want. So let's say I want this to be, I don't know, 10 centimeters. I'll click on that. Make sure your linking button is on, because if it's not and you go to resize it, your graphic will stretch like that, and you don't want to do that. So just make sure you click that, and then you can select your size and make it the size you need it to be. So that's how you do a two-color design. Thanks for tuning in.